Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. It's just one of those moments where I feel like I need to talk about something, and it's just me personally. Once again, this is my own opinion. This is not how things are going to play out. This is not how things are going to be in the future. It is simply the way that I am looking at certain things that are taking place right now. For those who care to know, when Cardano was first announced a year and a half, 2 years ago, give or take somewhere around that time frame, a lot of people were asking me why I wasn't very bullish on Cardano, why I wasn't talking about Cardano, and it was pretty much because the coin had just come out. It was relatively new on the cryptocurrency block. That's not a saying, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. As time has gone on, Cardano, or ADA, depending on how you want to talk about it, has garnered an enormous amount of attention, and it was one of the original coins that was supposed to be an Ethereum killer. It was one of the coins that was created as, depending on how you look at it, a lot of people have different metrics. Some people say blockchain 2.0, some people say 3.0, and some even say 4.0, depending on how you look at which coins came out first and whatever the case might be. Cardano, while not one of my favorite coins in the cryptocurrency space, it is up there. You know, I like the appeal of it. I like the idea of it. I personally have invested in Cardano or ADA, once again, depending on how you kind of want to say it, simply because I think that something is brewing behind the scenes, and I feel like there's going to be an enormous amount of opportunity to be able to make money from Cardano. This is not financial advice. This is not me telling you to go out there and go buy ADA or buy Cardano or add Cardano to your portfolio. It's simply more like the last time that Cardano actually shot up in price was in 2017, when the rest of the market was completely going crazy, and the price of ADA actually, I think, went up to $1.20. And since then, we've had Cardano listed on multiple other exchanges, on multiple other platforms. We've had so much development, so many other things that have actually been happening with the actual project, and so much building on top of it, and even skipping ahead, or rather skipping to around where we are right now. It appears that, and a lot of this, and I guess you can even say some of it falls down to speculation as well. The things that Cardano was talking about, or rather the Cardano team was talking about being able to do 2 years ago, are now at the point where these things are apparently going to be implemented on top of the actual Cardano blockchain, the ADA chain, whatever you kind of, once again, want to call it. And this is why I decided to talk about it at least a little tiny bit, because, like I said, I have invested in Cardano, as in buying the coins, simply because my price metrics, the way that my mind usually works, is that I typically like the idea of looking to the past to see where we're going to go into the future. And hitting $1.20 before you're actually even being used, before you actually have any of your major upgrades that have been spoken about for quite a long amount of time, tells me, myself, that hitting anything above that is definitely going to be possible, especially if we end up having, or do continue to have, a continuation of any type of a run up in price. So without further ado, I just had to explain that as a little bit of a backdrop, because I personally see the price of Cardano going up very high. Full clarity, I don't know what the word would really be. Cardano, to me, it's probably not going to be a coin that I'm going to hold for the next 10 to 15 years. That's just kind of how life is. I'm expecting it to hit a certain price, and then I will probably start to sell off, because I will have made the amount of profits that I would have liked to have come out of once the price has kind of gone up, if that kind of makes a lot of sense. This isn't, that's not to say that Cardano is not going to make it forever, that it can't be the number1 coin, that it's not going to be the coolest coin on the block. It's more like I've invested into a lot of other altcoins simply because I know that the money's there. When you go from $1.20 and fall down to, I think Cardano was around 2 or 3 cents or somewhere around there, and then the prospect of it just going back to 120 is already a 40x increase. That's incredible. So the idea of Cardano hitting around $2 is completely believable. But anyway, without further ado, let's start talking about it. So there are a couple of things that are supposed to be happening relatively soon for Cardano. One of the things is the launch of the Infinito wallet. It's supposed to be a superior replacement for the Daedalus wallet. The Infinito wallet is a mobile wallet app which makes it far easier to deposit and receive ADA tokens. The IOHK and the Cardano Foundation are rumored to be on the verge of inventing a widely accepted payment system of ADA, apart from teaming up with established solutions for some of the toughest challenges in the blockchain world. We've also had news very recently that the Cardano team, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have, I can't remember where their new office is. They and the Ripple team have been very smart as far as where they're opening up shop. I think it's in India. I want to say it's in India, where they've been opening up shop and who they've been talking to and how they've been getting in contact with other people in the traditional financial world, if you can kind of say that, or even like different governments around the world. I have always felt for a very long time that a lot of cryptocurrency projects seem to be exclusively focused on building their blockchain and their systems and stuff like that, but they're not taking into account that in order for this to kind of go off without a hitch, governments will still exist. We can't get rid of governments, and you kind of have to play nice with them. And this is kind of one of the ways that you keep the door open for yourself. And I think that the Cardano team has done that very well. And I think that this is one of the reasons why I am still, and probably am going to be for at least, unless we get some, other major super hyper cool news, at least for the next 2 years, 2.5 years, why I will remain bullish on the Cardano project. If you have been paying attention, it says on the screen, Cardano doubles its value in just 4 months. What's behind the price surge? There's a lot going on for Cardano. It's kind of an accumulation of a lot of things that are kind of coming together. One of the most important things I think that's actually going to be happening is this thing right here. And I can't find exact information for it, and it's kind of driving me completely insane. Apparently, there's supposed to be a blockchain 3.0 event. It says the secrets surrounding this are helping to create a more awareness for the event. The occasion will happen from the 17th of April to the 28th of April 2019. That is this month. So apparently in 13 days, for what is that? A 9-day period, 11-day period, there's going to be a blockchain 3.0 event. And there are a lot of people who believe, no one knows this for certain, they think that Cardano is going to, or rather the team from Cardano or IOHK, Input Output Hong Kong, that they're going to release and announce information for the upgrades that people have been expecting for Cardano for at least 2 years now. That is something very significant. I mean, when you talk, so the part of the issue is, for those who have been paying attention, is that the people from Ethereum have announced since 2016, 15, somewhere around there, that we were going to have certain updates to Ethereum. We don't have these updates on Ethereum. And now they're talking about that we may not have the full implementation of these updates on Ethereum until around 2021. That's about 2 years from now. That's a very long time in the cryptocurrency space. The stuff that Cardano has been talking about are saying that they would be able to implement on top of the actual Cardano blockchain. They say, or so the rumor goes, is that it's actually going to happen sometime this year. And a lot of people are thinking that during this event that it is going to be announced. This is usually the reason why the price of Cardano has kind of been shooting up, because everyone is kind of losing their mind in anticipation if this is actually going to end up happening. On top of this as well, it may not seem as significant, but I think it still holds a fair amount of weight. Even this is from 2018. This shows you how long it takes for Coinbase to actually do things. Coinbase in 2018 was talking about finally adding new coins to their platform. The thing that caught a lot of people's attentions was that they were talking about adding Cardano, Lumens, 0x, BAT, and Zcash to their platform. And they've added all of those. And this was, they were talking about a batch of 5 coins that they were thinking of adding to their platform. They've added these 4. They've even added XRP since then. They still have not added Cardano. The speculation is, once again, speculation. I can't stress that enough in the cryptocurrency space, because a lot of things, people hear things and they think, oh my gosh, this is actually going to happen. The idea is, or the speculation is, no one knows if this is actually going to happen, because remember a couple of weeks ago when Coinbase finally added Lumens, it coincided with some other news that the people from Lumens also had with IBM. It appears that Coinbase tends to release news of them adding a certain coin when other information about that project is actually released. So a lot of people are speculating that since Cardano has not been added to Coinbase yet, One can only assume that they are going to add it because they have no reason not to add Cardano to their actual platform, that they could be waiting for some type of information or coinciding it with the actual information that we could be receiving from the 17th to the 28th of this month regarding the something type of news that they may be having. Now, speculation. Once again, speculation. The thing that a lot of people have been waiting for is something called Shelley on top of Cardano. There's no set date for Shelley. However, for some reason, I don't know if this has just been a spread of misinformation on the internet. I was informed before that there was not an exact date for the Shelley implementation on the Cardano mainnet, and it appears right now floating around. It says right here, Shelley released on mainnet in mid-April. If you click around here as well, it says 20th of April or earlier for Shelley on the actual mainnet. 95% confidence that this is going to happen. Will Cardano Shelley be released on time? If this is actually going to go off without a hitch, if everything that the Cardano team has been announcing for about a year and a half, 2 years at this point, is actually going to be implemented on the Cardano blockchain without a hitch on the date or somewhere around the date, which is also once again coinciding the 20th of April. Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. Between the 17th and 28th of April. Kind of see where this is all going. Somewhere in between the middle of this, if they implement Shelley, if Cardano ends up adding them onto their platform and Shelley actually ends up going off without a hitch, we could be in a situation where Cardano's price completely goes insane. A lot of people have been asking why. So the last couple of days, because prices have been going up, we know that typically whenever Bitcoin goes up in price, other coins tend to follow. However, the last month, Cardano has been going up, and it seems that this appears to be in anticipation of what could be the last stages of them actually implementing things on top of the Cardano blockchain that they've been talking about for a couple of years. Now, my opinion, once again, the reason I have been buying Cardano, the reason I have been buying ADA, the reason why I probably will continue to do so for quite a long amount of time is simply because I believe that the gains that are to be made from this coin are pretty nice. And by pretty nice, I mean, if we can get up to $1.20 for Cardano when it's not being used, the idea of them having Shelley, being on Coinbase, being on Binance, and multiple other places where they just were not before, and the amount of reach that the Cardano team has had, I'm expecting, me, myself, personally, a Cardano price anywhere above $2.50 at the current price. Where is it? It's at 8 cents. I think it's fairly possible to believe a price of $2, if not $2.50. A lot of people are gunning for a Cardano price of $10. I don't know how believable that is this year or possibly even next year, unless we get some type of news that Cardano is actually going to be implemented in some sort of a integrated into either a banking system or just something, possibly something that we couldn't even begin to imagine that could potentially happen with the Cardano team. My thing is probably the max that I'm going to reach for Cardano, at least at this moment, is around $3. And I think $3 for me, you know, a lot of people may be sucking their teeth. This is just kind of how I feel. We need more concrete news from, first of all, we need all of this to happen. And we need something special to happen from this 11-day event from the Cardano people to tell us exactly what's going to be happening. If we get some major news, I may even tick it up around $3.50 per price, maybe $4 per price. However, the number I'm going for is $2.50 to around $3, and this is probably, like I said, I don't, me, myself, consider Cardano a very long hold. I am in this, I like decentralization. Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, I do have a family. I'm trying to provide for everyone, and this channel's pretty much about making money. That's kind of how life goes. So $3 is probably usually my target when I think about Cardano and the possibility of it kind of shooting up there in price. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. There's a lot going on. We don't have much longer left. It's a very exciting time for the cryptocurrency space. 2018, not that it was a bust, but we had a lot of news and a lot of people talking about things that were going to happen in 2019. Lo and behold, here we are. It's time for all these things to start happening. I want to say the word hopeful, But I'm eager to see. I don't want to rush time. I hate rushing time. However, I'm eager to see exactly where cryptocurrency prices are going to be by the end of 2019. And I'm also eager to see if we're going to have a more sustained bull run or bull market going up, prices, shooting up into the sky, because there are a lot of coins who have claimed over the last 2 years that they are far better and quicker and stronger and more awesomer than Ethereum. And they've all been released, and they are all going to have their final implementations and upgrades that they've been talking about for the last 2 years on their platforms. So, yeah, if Cardano gets anywhere near or manages to surpass Ethereum, I would almost become completely bullish on the future of Cardano. But until then, until prices start, until Cardano knocks out some coins in the top 5 and even passes by XRP, I'll remain bullish on it, but not as bullish as other coins. All right, everyone, that is definitely going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. Thank you all once again for watching and listening. I do appreciate all of your support. Very exciting times ahead. Tell me what you think is going to be the price of Cardano. I guess let's say even by the end of this year, where do you think Cardano is going to go? Here it says right here, it says, can Cardano reach 50 cents in 2019? I think it definitely can. I think we need sustained momentum, but if everything goes off without a hitch over the next 2 weeks, I think we could definitely see that. Thank you all once again. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.